Hello and welcome to the Yarn Tales by the Sea podcast. I'm Kellyanne and this podcast comes to you from the southeast coast of the United Kingdom. It is mainly a knitting and crochet podcast, but occasionally I might throw something else in. So yeah. So first thing I want to say is Happy New Year everyone, and I hope you all had a good Christmas, as much as you could have a good Christmas under the circumstances that we're in at the moment. Yeah, I had quite a good Christmas with my twin boys and my partner Colin, and we did something this Christmas day that we haven't done for years, and we spent it playing mainly board games, and we didn't even switch the TV on. So yeah, win-win. So yeah, all good. Yeah, I think we did play one game of Trivial Pursuit, and it was like 7 hours long altogether. It went into the early hours of the morning. I felt sorry for my boys because my twin boys are 22 years old, and the edition of Trivial Pursuit we were playing was I think it was a 25th edition, anniversary edition, so they hadn't a clue with half the questions, but oh well. And yeah, we played Scrabble and Monopoly, so all good. So yeah. Anyway, admin. So this year I was running, oh no, it's not this year, is it? It's last year. I was running a make along with the Delectable Lesley from Not Quite Enough Yarn. So it was the Ocean Mail, which well, I don't really need to go into it because it's now come to an end. But what we will be doing is at the end of January, we are both going to pass podcast on the last weekend of January to start off the new make along that we will be doing. So I can tell you what it is. So we wanted to keep it as inclusive as possible. So we are doing an accessory mail, which is accessories to be worn, not house accessories. So yes, so if you tune in at the end of January, you will get to hear all about that, and in the meantime I will set up my Ravelry group ready for the new mail. And also at the end of January, all the prizes for the last quarter of the Ocean Mail will be done, and I do have a nice yarn to give away, as well as a Ravelry pattern. So yeah, all good, all good. So yeah. Well, I've got quite a lot to show you today. I think last month was the first month that I didn't have any finishes whatsoever, and I have 5 this month. I know. Well, I say last month. No, it was in, when did I do the last podcast? Yeah, so that was been the end of November. I didn't have any finishes. So this podcast is a little bit late. Mainly because Colin does all my editing. That's my partner, and he's been doing a lot of call outs. He's a key worker. He goes out and fogs chemical fogs that kills the COVID bacteria. So he goes out on call doing things like that. Things like, I don't know, care homes, whatever, if they've had COVID cases. He also goes out and grits the roads. So and that's just his call out job. So and you know, that can be late at night, and so it was a bit difficult to get this podcast up at the end of January. Colin's now on a week's annual leave, and he just wanted a few days to himself before he edited. Well, that's my excuse anyway. But yeah, so all back to normal. Right, I think now I've done everything, said everything. Yeah. Right, so into my FOs. So as you can see, I finished my jumper. I don't know if I'll be able to get it in the screen. I will try. Well, you can sort of see. And then the cable goes up. About the best you're going to get it. And I took my time over sewing it up. I didn't rush it like I do have a penchants to do. So although I say it myself, the mattress seaming is, you know, pristine. It is really good. So the only thing I don't, well, it's not that I don't like, I had to do, because I put weight on, and when I put weight on, a lot of it goes on my chest. So I had to do a bigger size than normal, but it fits. But I found, because I did the bigger size, the sleeves are a bit baggy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, well, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'll probably put a little nip and tuck in underneath, then it won't really show. So, but other than that, I'm really pleased. And it was King Cole Fashion Aaron, I think. Oh, I don't know, something like that. I know it's a wool acrylic mix, so, but yeah, I really do like it. So I think it's, like I said, probably about the best I've sewn a garment up. Not that my garments are really bad or anything, but sometimes they could have been done just a little bit better. But yeah, no, I'm really pleased with this. So yes, all good. So I'm gonna, with the rest of my finishes, I'm gonna work from the smallest to the biggest. So yeah, so first of all, it's, I don't know why, it's like the old man's on his computer over there and he's like looking at me. It puts me off a bit. So I have a pair of socks. These are, what were they? Oh yeah, Wimwick cable socks. I've turned it around, probably see the cable a bit better there. Just a vanilla, but yeah, the rest of it's vanilla, normal slip stitch heel and kitchener toes. The yarn is 75% merino and 25% nylon, is it? That was from Rosie's Moments, because she's not on Etsy anymore because the way they keep messing about with paying, I think, and I think quite a lot of people have come off of Etsy and set up their own stores. But yeah, she has her own store. I got this in a sock box she did. You didn't know what you were getting. It was one of her themed boxes from last year, and this was her Outlander box. So it's sort of got the heathery colours, the greens. I don't know if you're picking up the purples. Some of them are purple, some are blues. And I haven't worn them yet because the trouble is, I don't go out. I really don't go out. Not much anyway. Well, hardly at all. So, but I do wear my socks indoors. I like my scrappy ones. I'm wearing a pair now. I don't think you can see them. Oh, I lift them up a bit. My scrappies. They're lovely for wearing in bed and walking around the house. Because what I do is, because I put loads of weight on, because you're not allowed to use the FAT word now, are you? Because that's how I would class myself. So yeah, I have to put, do I have to say overweight? Yeah, so because I'm not really going out and the weather's horrible, and where I live in Hastings, I don't mind saying where I live, I think most of you know that I live in Hastings. We used to have the lowest COVID rate, and now it's like it's gone up so high, and we're now in we were in tier 4. Now the country's just gone into lockdown again. So I'm trying to do at least 2 miles a day. So what I do is I walk from my front door to the house and to the kitchen, which is at the back of the house. So I just walk up and down, up and down. I do it for like 10-15 minutes at a time until I've done 5,000 steps. And then because I'm so unfit anyway, I was like huffing and puffing. So yeah, in a few weeks I shall up it. But at the moment we still got quite a lot of Christmas food left over. I mean, what is it? What is today's date? I don't even know what it is. What is it? Oh, it's the 5th. It's the 5th, and like I said, we've still got Christmas food left over, so it's no point me trying to, like, I'm not going to say diet, because I'm not going to do that, because they don't work, but I'm just going to eat healthy. So I'm just going to eat meat, veg, fruit, that's it. No, not much bread anyway, because I shouldn't really be having wheat, because I've got a wheat intolerance, but I do, but I try not to eat too much. I have little bits, but yeah. But I love my veggies, and I use my slow cooker a lot. and it's surprising what you can do in it. I cook all sorts in there, so yeah. Look at me waffling. Ooh. Right, let's get on to the next bit before I bore the pants out of you all. So I finished my scarf. No, it's a shawl, and I haven't. Oh, I don't know, Colin. Is it there? You know the pattern. It might. It's just tucked in there. I think. I can't. I know the lady's name's Kelly. Oh, that's it. Thank you. It's the Fay Wing shawl by Kelly McClure. I'll try and. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I think that's picking it up nicely. The recommended yarn was the Shawl in the Ball by Lion Brand, which I had 5 balls and they've been sitting in my thing forever, and my yarn shelves. I've got like a big old bookcasey thing that all my yarn stacked down. Let me get this one the right way. Yes, so last time I was there, so that's it, because I kept the marker on, and then I finished it off, so it's gone into the chevron. But I haven't done as much chevron as I would have liked, because to be honest, the yarn was bloody awful. It's one of the worst yarns I've ever had the experience of using. So I don't know whether it is because I got a naff ball or what, but I didn't end up using all of it, and this is what I was putting up with all the way through. I mean, you can see, I mean, it's totally broke there, and it's like that all the way through, just, you know, and it would go from so thick to so thin. It did my flipping head in, to be honest with you, which is a shame, because, you know, I do like the colours. I think that was their rainbow colour. But I mean, I don't know if any of you ever experienced that with this yarn, because I mean I'm quite a big fan of Lion Brand, especially their mandala yarn, and like I said, I just didn't expect to have something like that, and this came from the USA, because I brought it, I think it was the beginning of last year. They had a sale. It was like 5 balls of your colour of your choice for, I think it was like $10, because they were in the process of switching the balls into cake. So yeah, I was really upset about that. Well, you know, not upset, but annoyed. Not good quality control at all. Oh well, hey ho. Right, my next one is I finished the cardigan, and once again I've not got, Colin, is it there? It's just that little brochure, sorry. Is it there? Oh, it is there. Yeah, it's the Viola cardigan by DeniMade. So this was gifted to me on my birthday last August via Ravelry, via the Delectable Lesley for not quite enough yarn. And I'd never actually made a crochet garment, like a wearable. I mean, I've done shawls, hats, scarves, all that sort of thing, but never like a garment. So yes, I don't know if you can see that. So I did the pockets in the end. It has a hood. So I was really pleased how it turned out. If I come back a bit, can you see? Yeah, if I come back a bit, that's a bit better, isn't it? So I used, what was it I used? Because yeah, it's done in Aran. So I used, I think it was King Carl. It's just one of their, I don't know, I think it was like a value-y type arrow. So it's got, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's got little black flecks in. I had to do a lot of adjustment on this pattern, and it's not the pattern, I think it was the yarn, because I just couldn't come up to gauge. So because it's sort of, it's crocheted that way, you know, you come up, do side, back, side. So I had to put, I think it was on each panel, I had to put another 4 extra rows in to get it up to the right size. So I generally think it was the yarn, because I did actually put it up against some of the other Aran I've got, and it was a lot thicker. Well, as you can see on this one, this Aran come up a lot bigger that I've used to line, and that was actually an Aldi Aran, and I have to say I actually really like it. It's really, really nice. So if they ever get any more in, I might grab a load to make something with, because I find it Aldi yarn's a bit hit and miss. Some are really nice and others have been a bit bleh. But a lot of people seem to really like the Aran. But yeah, I'm really pleased. Nice big oversized cardigan just to wear indoors, especially at the moment, because I'll tell you what, I've never put my heating on so much. It's been so flipping cold. -2, was it minus? No, it's 2 degrees. It'll be a lot like 1 and 2 degrees. Because I always say, oh, I really like the winter, because where I mean, I went through the ladies' menopause thing ages, well, years ago, but I still get massive flushes, and I think night sweats, and I always think, oh yeah, I like the winter, but not this year because I'm going to be really cold. Too much information there, huh? So yeah, really, really pleased with that. So for any people watching who are new, I don't really edit. What you see is what you get, because I just think you get to see my personality more. And Colin does all my credity stuff and the intros, outros and all that. So yeah, it looks like I thought to go say that, didn't I? Yeah, so yeah, for everybody that's been with me, thank you so much, because I really, really appreciate it. I mean, you know, it boosts my confidence up, and if you're a new viewer, please subscribe, because I do giveaways, and we have make alongs, and Colin will still put the link to my Ravelry group below. Please go and have a look if you're new at all the things that were entered into the make alongs. I mean, it's just blown my mind away. I've just seen so many things that I would like to make, and there's some absolutely beautiful makes up there. So yeah, have a look. So yeah, I think that's enough waffling on about that, isn't it? About the cardigan. But I have to say, I used to do more crochet than I did knitting, but it's kind of reversed itself. I now do more knitting than I do crocheting, so not that I mind. I mean, either or, isn't it? Either or. So yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so my last FO is Colin's blanket. So he picked the colours. Hang on, I've got to go. So yeah, that's all finished. I'm just trying to make sure I've got it the right way. Right, so yeah, he picked the colours and the order he wanted it in. And so where the blue is, the light blue, sort of like bluebell, that was supposed to be the central panel. And then, as you see, I've got, yeah, popcorn stitches there, and then it goes into all, I'm struggling with this, it's so big, all kinds of striping, but I sort of got to here mirroring that side, you know, that side, and he said, oh, that's more than big enough. So I left it there, and I put a nice border on. I think it's five, yeah. So, and a picot. Is it peacock? Do you know, I never know if it's pronounced peacock. Peacock. Pico? Is it pico? I don't know, because I've seen some people call it peacock, some people call it pico. So I have no idea, and I'm probably even saying that wrong. So yeah, so that's all done in Starcraft DK. So yeah, I like it, he likes it, so that's the main thing, isn't it? So yeah, like I said, I feel a lot of big finishes this month. Well, for December. So it's a cardigan, this, Colin's blanket. So yeah. So like I said, I haven't really been out of the house much, but I did go to a place called the TikTokery, sort of mid-December I think it was, with my eldest daughter Becky. We went for a high tea, and oh my god, high tea, it was massive. It was like 2 layers on this big thing, and yeah, it was lovely. And we got a glass of Prosecco, and we made wreaths. So I did take some photos and footage, so I will insert, well I won't, but Colin will insert it. What am I pointing down for? We'll insert it now. So yeah, that was all good fun. That's the last time I went out the house, so yeah. Oh dear. So how long are we on? Oh, seems to be going really quick. 20, so, well, yeah, 21 minutes. Yeah. So anyway, so I do have, what should I do next? I'll tell you what, I'll go into, oh, I don't know what I've done with it now. Oh, I'm sitting next to it. I haven't really brought any yarn. I do subscribe to Knit in the Box, especially at the moment, because I'm finding a lot of places like Wool Warehouse, for instance, because I've just had another email off of them. They're struggling to cope at the moment because they're inundated. They've got staffing problems because people have happened to shield, etc, etc. And so I've decided I'm not buying any more yarn for maybe a couple of months or more, you know, to give them a chance to sort this out, you know. I'm not saying sort themselves out, give them a chance to catch up or whatever, because the way I'm thinking is I've got loads of yarn that I can make stuff with, so what's the point of buying new stuff and putting them and the Royal Mail under even more pressure than they already are, because believe me, they are under huge pressure, even, you know, after Christmas. I have a friend that works for the post office, and well, not him, but my friend's son, that's it, and he's saying they just can't cope. They just really can't cope. So I'm trying not to put more pressures than necessary, because apparently it's the parcel side that they're drowning under. So, but before Christmas I did order a couple of balls of yarn. I kept getting this advert for, is it Mariner's Yarn, on Facebook, and I've seen the adverts loads of times, and they introduced something new, and I thought, blimey now, that's cheap. And there was lots of really good reviews underneath, people saying how lovely it is. They actually do 4-ply sock yarn in 75% merino and 25% nylon, and it is just under £5 per 100 grams. Oh, I mean, bargain, isn't it? So I bought 2 to try. So this one just says shade 2219, but they do have colours on the website, so I think it's either mermaid or jellyfish or something like that. So that's really pretty, really pretty. Look, it goes into the light blues. I have to say, it is really soft, and I've put it up against some hand-dyed merino, and it's about the same size. So, and this one is shade 2430. I can't remember what colour that was, and it's actually called Cozy Toes by Mariner. So, like I said, under £5. So I mean, they would make nice socks or cows or whatever, I suppose, something like that. They had quite a few different colours. Some do like a pattern, and others more like blocks of colour. So I think that one's more of a block colour, and that one's a pattern, where you can see by the way the walls wound. So yeah, £5 for merino. Absolute bargain. So yeah, that's that. So on to my FO. Oh, I've done that. WIPs. On to my WIPs. So on New Year's Day, I did have a start. I started the Dune blanket by Attic24. I've had the pack for months, but I just didn't want to start it while I had Colin's blanket on the go. So I haven't done an awful lot, but it's a start. There's a back to a front to this, so that's all I've done. And it looks really nice. It's a 4-row repeat, but it's really easy. So it's 2 rows per shell, you know, and then the next two rows in the new colour is basically the same, only you're moving the shell over. So you've got like a shell there, and then you would go one side, and then on the next you set up the next row for it to go like that. So yeah, I'm going to be in absolutely no hurry to finish this. It will get done when it gets done. Yeah. So, because I've got quite a lot of blankets, but I still want to make loads. I like blankets. I don't think you can have enough. I have them all over the place. So, and I have a new garment as well that I am doing. I better get the label out because I won't remember. So, in December I got the ladies knit in the box, my first time ever subscribing, and it came with 2 patterns. One was a jumper, one was a jacket, and I thought I really wanted to do the jumper, but then I thought, well, I've just done this, and I could do, because I put weight on, I could do with a bigger cardigan. So, well, I say cardigan, so it's this one, the Longline jacket. So that's by Hayfield, and the yarn is of Hayfield Spirit double knitting. Just says shade 0418, and this is how far. Well, I've nearly finished the back. I'll caught up. So that's what it's looking like at the moment. I've just started on the shoulder shaping. There's no underarm shaping, it just goes straight into the shoulders. And I'll tell you what, because like I said, I'm doing the 42, because normally I'm only like a 36 to 38 I would normally, so I'm having to do the 42, same as with this garment. But after doing this, because this was Aaron, and I did this in, I think it was a month, on in between, you know, knitting other stuff or crocheting other stuff. So because you normally it can take me a while, but yeah, this just seems to be going on forever because where it's I'm obviously doing a bigger size and it's DK, and when you do come up to the ribbon, because you do the same ribbon up the top as you've got down the bottom, you go back down to your small needle, I think it was 3.25 millimeter. So yeah, it's like really slow going, but I do like the colour, really do like it. But once this is done, the rest of it should fly off. But the only thing is, I think it's going to take me longer to like put it together, because you don't leave any when you get to oh, pardon me, sorry. When you get to the top, you don't leave any stitches on. You just cast everything off, so it's going to be a lot of picking up. So, but yeah, it's really nice. And I forgot to tell you what it's actually 20% wool and 80% acrylic. And I have to say, it is so soft and so nice to knit with. You seem to get a lot on the ball as well, because I'm only on to my second ball, and that's, yeah, so that's really good. So yeah, oh nice. So I'll just stick that in there. Yeah, that's living in my favourite bag. My what did I get? I've still got the flipping labels on it. Clara Rose Crafts on Etsy. So I absolutely adore this bag. You get the little, I don't know if you can see there, can you? Yeah, little charms all on it as well. And it's like those are the same length. It's just me, I've just pulled it a bit weird, but yeah, absolutely love it. Right, so yeah, because I was totally cleared out of, yeah, because yeah, I cleared myself out of all my WIPs. It was all done, except for the wreath I'm doing like a woodland wreath, but yeah, I've got that on the go. But that's a long time project when I can feel like doing it. But yeah, I think that isn't it. That's a first for me. That is an absolute first. Right. So the other thing, I haven't got the pattern, and I've left it in the. Oh well, it's only a hat. So I had some yarn left over from another project I made. I think, yeah, it's only Drops Fable, and Colin wants me to make him a lot of hats. I mean, he's got quite a few amazing, but he prefers. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing, I was smiling.
He's laughing at me. So I can't remember who the pattern's by, but it's the sock head pattern on. It's a free one anyway on Ravelry. So I said to him, "You sure this is what you want on your head? Because it's going on your head. You sure you're going to wear these colours?" And he says, "Yeah." But when I was doing it, I thought, "Yeah, that's really piddly, you know, small, and yeah, really small." And but it did say on there, it will look exceptionally tiny. So I got to the part I'll be able to. It should go over his head anyway, because he has got a big head. So it's at 25 inches, isn't it? And most men's hats is like 22 to 23. So yeah. So I'm not in any hurry again to do this one, because it's 4-ply and I've got a lot to put on it. So yeah, still got my, what's it, yeah, my reindeer. Oh, flipping it. Turn around, you stupid thing. Oh, there, just about. So I'm running out of progress keepers. I don't know where they keep going. I think sometimes, like, they fall off my needles, and then I think, what, you know, you can hear it fall off, and I gotta find it. I can't find it. I'll just leave it. I think, so probably a few of them have probably ended up the Hoover. So yeah, so that's that. And I do have quite a few projects planned. I've got all the yarn, I've got the patterns. I just need to put it all together and check that I've got the needles. Because another thing Colin asked me to make is another hat. So his uniform colours are black and yellow. Unfortunately, at one point it used to be like a yellow t-shirt with a black logo and with black trousers, and I used to say you just used to look like a flipping banana, but they've actually changed it so it's the other way around now, so it's like black t-shirts with the yellow writing on. Looks a lot better. So he wants a hat to wear to work. I mean, he's got like caps and things, but they don't keep his head warm. But he said he's happy to have it in acrylic, because obviously he didn't want me spending out money on yarn and he's going to ruin it in 5 minutes flat. So how bright's that? So I'm just going to knit him the Ross hat. Again, it's another free pattern. I watch Ross a lot. It's a smell nice guy. I can never remember. I've watched him for a couple of years now, I think. You know, his YouTube podcast. So yeah, so all I'm going to do is just going to make him the Ross hat. But his hat only goes up to 22 inches, but at the same time he does do, I think it's 4 different size hats from fingering weight up to chunky. So I'm just going to add in extra stitches to give him the circumference. So all I'm going to do is mainly knit it in black, and just above the I think this is how I'm going to do it, just above the ribbon I'm just going to put a small band of yellow going around. But I said to him I can just do it all black, and he went, no, I'll have the yellow. I wouldn't. Not that I don't like yellow, but it's just, you know, he will look like, he'll look more like a bumblebee in that. But yeah, the only reason I'm doing it in DK is because A, I had the yarn, and B, I had the patterns for Aaron or chunky, but no that wool in that colour, so that's why I've gone for that. So yeah. Yeah, it's been really weird. I still don't know what the day is half the time. I have to keep looking at my blooming Fitbit to see what the date is. And the other thing is, I'm a bit massive planner girl. I love my planners, and I left it to, was it New Year's Eve to set my planner up. Not that much goes in it really, not with what's been going on, but I do use it for planning ahead and my to-do list and all that. And I also set up a book journal, because I do read and listen to audiobooks an awful lot. So I thought this year, rather than just doing plain and simple, I've put a lot of challenges in. I've done a book bingo, I've done an A to Z, so a book, so I've got to find 26 books, and one begins with A, one begins with B, that sort of thing. So it's all good. Yeah, and yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd like that, and I do stats and all sorts, and I draw a bookshelf and put all that on. So I think I cheated this year. I think I might have printed something out for that, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm waffling. That's what happens when you don't have any human contact, isn't it? I mean, the only contact I have is with Colin now, and yeah, because situation. But yeah, like I said, I just want to thank everyone that's stuck with me. I would like to thank everyone that comments, because I really do appreciate it. To all my new subscribers and people subscribing now, thank you, it means so much. And again, everybody that entered the make along, like I said, just completely blown away. It's been fabulous. I mean, I think I've been podcasting, I don't know if it's 18 months, 2 years, I don't know. Anyway, for a small podcaster like myself, I mean, I don't know why, I'm 400 and something, and yeah, so below if I have 100 subscribers. For those people that do, you know, watch my videos and comment, it means so much. It really does. You know I'm not the most eloquent of people. I gaff a lot on my podcasts, Regular viewers will know I have a habit of saying King Kong instead of King Cole, and I just thought I didn't actually say that today, so that's brilliant. So yeah, I do make a lot of gaffes, you know, and as a podcaster, we get to see all the statistics, so we get to see how long people watch your podcast for. So my viewing figures aren't too bad, I have to say. Pretty bad, but I guess that's down to mainly the people that, you know, have been with me a long time and they comment, and so you know, I'm grateful either way, whether you know, if you just watch. But yeah, I've waffled now, and I did see a comment on a Facebook group actually about podcasters, and I thought, well, that was bloody horrible. Well, I said the bloody word. It wasn't about my podcast, it was in podcast in general, and then people were saying, oh, I do hate the podcasters when they waffle on and on and on, because all I want to watch is what they've made or making. And I'm thinking, that's a bit rude, you know, because, you know, we give our time and things for free, you know. I mean, everything, all my giveaways, you know, it comes out my own pocket for a start. I don't, my channel's not big enough to monetize. I have to wait till I reach 1,000 subscribers, and I'm thinking, you know, I know when I watch podcasters, I love to see what else they're doing in their lives as well, especially this, you know, the times we're in. And I can't forget, oh God, I can't forget her name now. I know she's called Davina. She's on the southeast coast of the UK. Little Craft. Oh, she's fantastic, and she is so joyful. I will get Colin to put the name of her channel on the screen, and she's just wonderful. I mean, she knits, she crochets, and she sews, and she does cross stitch, and she's just so joyful, and she has the most infectious laugh, and I love watching her. I really do. Yeah, I'm just a bit annoyed with myself. I can't think what her channel is called, but I do watch quite a few, so I do get confused. So yeah, so you know, don't. What am I saying now? Oh, oh, anyway, yeah, I was on about the people that want somebody knocking at podcasters. So yeah, we give our time freely. You know, we do giveaways that come out of our pockets. You know, and I don't understand why people have to be so horrible about it. Oh, you know, just the way some people are, I suppose. I don't know if it's their nature or they're just rude or like being rude. But yeah, I've waffled a bit, so I thought, so I wear glasses normally, so yeah. So anyway, if you've made it this far, maybe a few of you have. Thank you so much, again, for sticking by me. I will be, like I said, announcing along with Lesley at the end of January the new make along that we are doing, which is the accessory make along. We'll be sticking the rules down and putting new threads on our Ravelry groups for you to participate. So I think that is everything. I don't think I've left anything out, because I normally do. So yeah, that's it. So from me to you, Happy New Year, stay safe, stay well, and do plenty of crafting. Bye bye for now.